Yeah. No. So till now we completed three joins. One is equijoin, outer, non-equi. So equijoin is performed between the tables sharing a common field. Okay. You perform equijoin between the two tables sharing a common field. But equijoin returns only matching records, but it will not return unmatched records. To get unmatched records, perform outer join. So then, if tables are not sharing a common field, then you perform non-equijoin. So non-equijoin is performed between the tables not sharing a common field. Next, one more is there. What is that is self-join. So in all the joins, okay, in all these joins, you perform join between two different tables. Okay, so suppose this is table one. So table one and the records 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is table 2. This is table 2. So the records 1, 2, 3, 4. So what you did, maybe you joined this record with this record. Maybe this record is joined to this record. Maybe this record is joined to this record. This record is joined to this record. You join the records like this. So you perform join between the records of two tables. But in self join, so this is the table. So this is the table. This is records of the table. Records means rows. That. So now in self join, in self join, so here then maybe this record is joined to this record. This record is joined to this record. You join this record with this record and join this record with this record. So what is this is called? This is called self join. In self join, the records are the records of same table. Okay, then a record in one table join with another record of same table, not with another record of different table. Okay, so now then, but to perform join operation, to write a join query, compulsory we need two tables because we have to follow the syntax. What the syntax is from table one join table two. So that means to perform join operation, minimum you require two tables. But here, how many tables are there? Only one table. Then how to write a join query? So you must write like this. So the same table must be declared two times with different alias. That means like this CMP X, CMP Y. So the join is between X and Y. So join is between X and Y means join is between EMP table and EMP table. Okay. So to perform self join, you have to follow this. The same table should be declared two times with different alias. Okay, then now let's see. So EMPX. Okay, then. So actually, what is the example for self join? What is the example for self join? Okay, then. So let's see. Then select suppose number name MGR from EMP. So in EMP table, there is a field called MGR. MGR means manager. Then there is a field called MGR, manager. So if you see this, who is the manager for Smith? Who is the Smith manager? The Smith manager is 7902. Who is 7902? 7902 is what? Ford. So who is the manager for Smith? Ford is the manager. Okay, understood. So Smith manager is 7902. But 7902 is also employee. Manager is also employee. So what is the name of this employee? Then 7902. 7902 name is Ford. Allen manager is 7698. So who is 7698? 7698. 7698 is also employee. So what is the name of the 7698? Blake. So Blake is the manager for Allen. Allen manager Blake. Ward manager Blake. Jones manager 7839. So who is 7839? King. So Jones manager is King. Martin manager is Blake. Blake manager is King. Clark manager is King. Scott manager Jones. Okay. So what is this table? This table contains what? Manager numbers. Okay. But what I want is manager name. I want this output. Like what? Suppose Smith manager what? Ford. Smith manager Ford. Allen manager Blake. Ward manager Blake. Okay. So Blake manager King. So Jones manager King. Like I want to show like this. What do you want to show? I want to show employee name, manager name. But actual table contains what? Manager number, but user wants manager name. Okay. But to get the manager name, so we don't need to go to any other table. It is there in the same table. Okay. So earlier, if you see the previous, then suppose employee is there. I want grade of the employee. To get the grade of the employee, so we have to go to salary grade table, find out the salary between what range. Find out the salary between what range. So whichever the range salary first select the corresponding grade. So suppose then, for example, so I want employee project details. This employee is working for project 100. I want project details. So to get the project details, so what? Take this ID, go to project table, find out the matching project ID, get the project details. We have to go to another table. But in this example, to get the manager name, we don't need to go to any other table. It is there in the same table. So that's why what is required is self-join is required. So we must join this record with this record. We must join this record with this record. So join this record with this record. So join this record with this record. So we have to join the records of same table to get the manager name. So that is the reason this is called self-join. Okay, then. So let's take one example then. So EMPX. So EMPNO, ename MGR. EMPNO, ename MGR. So 7369, Smith 7902. 7499, name is Allen 7698. Then, so 7566 Jones 7839. Next 7698. Okay, Blake 7839. Next 7839. Next Blake King. This is null. 757902 47566. That's all. So this is the data. Next one more EMPY, because we need two tables to join. For join we need two tables. So that's why I'm taking the same table two times with different alias. Okay, then. So this also same number, name, MGR. Next 7369 Smith 7902. Next 79, same thing. Ln Okay. But King is not having any manager. So King is not reporting to any manager. That's why his manager number is null. Maybe he's the topmost employee in the company. Maybe he's the topmost employee in the company. So he's not reporting to any manager. Then that's all. So this is then. But we don't create the tables. So physically, how many tables are there? Only one table. So physically, there is only one table. So these two are what? X and Y are aliases. Okay. Then X is one alias for EMP, Y is one alias for EMP. Then. So this is for understanding, I taken two tables, but in database, there is only one table. Now. So what is my requirement is I want to display employee name, manager name. I want to show employee name, manager name. So what is the actual table contains manager number, but user is asking manager name. Then you have to find out how to get the name of this employee. So manager is also employee, how to get the name of this employee. So then by doing what we can get the name. So then compare this manager number with what? Employee number. So first from this table, take the manager number, go to this table, find out this manager number is matching with which employee number. This manager number is matching to this employee number. So get the name of this employee. 4. This manager number is matching to this employee number. So get the name of this employee. 4. And how to write the query. Okay. So select from EMP as X, inner join EMP as Y. Next one, on. Okay, on. Next, then on. Next. So what the condition is then? So what is the join condition? What is important is join condition is important. So what is the join condition? To get the manager name. So from this table, employee name is Smith. Employee name is Smith. But action table contains manager number, but is asking manager name. So how to get the manager name? Compare the manager number with employee number. So this manager number is matching to this employee number. So get the name of this employee. So what is the join condition? First table, manager number should be compared with second table employee number. The first table manager number should be compared with second table employee number. Okay. So it go to the first record. So what is the x.mgr? Left side value compared with each and every value of the right side until match found. The left side value compared with each and every value of the right side. So 7902 is compared with employee number. So is 7902 is matching to this one? No. It is matching 7902 is matching to this one? No. Matching to this? No. Matching to this? No. This one? No. This one? Yes. So then this row is joined to this row. So here condition true. This manager number is matching to this employee number. Condition true. So this record is joined to this record. That means these two rows becomes one row. So these two rows are joined. So these two rows becomes one row. From that row, what do you want to display? Employee name, manager name. So what the employee name is Smith. What the manager name is Ford. Then how to select this employee name? How to select this employee name? Then what you have to say is select x.ename. If you say select x.ename means Smith is selected. Next one, I want to select this manager name. Select y.ename. If you say y.ename means this manager name is selected. So x.ename comma y.ename. So then this row is joined to this row. After joining this row, we are selecting x.ename. So that is Smith. So next selecting y.ename, that is Ford. Next one. And go to next record. So go to next record. X.mgr 7698. 7698 is compared with Y table employee number. 7698 is compared with this one. 7369. Not matching. So this is compared with this one. No, not matching. So this is not matching. Here it is matching. So this manager number is matching to this employee number. So this manager number is matching to this employee number. So this record is joined to this record. This record is joined to this record. So these two rows becomes one row. From that row, what we are selecting? X dot ename and Y dot ename. So what is X dot ename is Ellen. What is Y dot ename is Blake. So Ellen is the employee. Then Blake is the manager. Next one. And go to next record. X dot MGR is what? 7839. That is compared with this Y table employee number. Not matching, not matching. Here it is not matching. Here it is matching. So this employee, this manager number is matching to this employee number. This manager number is matching to this employee number. So just get the name of this employee. What the name is? Jones. Jones, then what? Manager number is King. Okay, next one. Next, go to the next record. So Blake 7839 is matching to this one. So this record is joined to this record. Then, so what the employee name is Blake, manager name is King. And this is null. This is null, but this null is not matching with anyone. 4, 7566 is compared with Y table employee number. So this manager number is matching to this employee number. So what the name is 4, then Jones, like this. So what is this Smith, Allen, Jones, Blake, Ford employee names? What is Ford, Blake, King, Jones manager names? Then. So let me run this query. Execute this query. So when you run this query, so this query is showing what? So employee name, manager name. Smith is the employee, Ford is the manager. Ellen is the employee, Blake is the manager. What is the employee? Blake is the manager. So this is employee names. This is employee names. This is manager names. But problem is both are displayed with ename and ename. So if both displayed with ename and ename, then confusion for user is who is employee, who is manager. So because we written the query, you know, Smith is the employee, Ford is the manager. So, but if end user see this output, you don't understand who is employee, who is manager. So because both are displayed with same heading. So Smith is the employee, Ford is the manager. That means here X dot ename is employee, Y dot ename is manager. So change this heading. Change this Y dot ename heading. Then how to change the headings? How to change the heading? As manager. Like if you want, you can show as employee. That. So if you show the output like this, easily I'll understand who is employee, who is manager. Okay, then. Oh. So that's how. This is what then self join. So what we are doing, joining the records of same table. No. Then okay. Then so this is like showing employee names and manager names. Then but here this query is showing all the employees. This query is showing all the employees. But I don't want all employees. I want to display employee names reporting to Blake. Don't display all the employees. Display only the employees reporting to Blake. Display employee names reporting to Blake. Then how? So the previous query is displaying all the rows, but don't display all the rows. Display only the rows reporting to Blake. Then how?
Where manager equal to
Yes.
Blake.
So then what you have to do is you have to apply one condition. You have to apply the filter condition. How to apply the filter condition? By using where clause. So where manager name equal to Blake. How to write manager name? Here x dot ename means employee name, y dot ename means manager name. So then manager name equals to Blake. So y dot ename equals to Blake. So this query will select only the employees reporting to Blake. Then, so like it go to this one, 7902 is matching to this one. His manager name is Blake? No, not selected. It go to the next one. So 7698 is matching to this one. This row is matching to this row. His manager name is Blake? Yes, selected. Jones 7839 is matching to this one. His manager name is Blake? No. So Blake 7839 matching to this. His manager name is Blake? No. So it go to one by one record, checks both. So join condition plus filter condition. Okay, then. So let me run this. So these are the what employees who are reporting to Blake. So all these employees are reporting to Blake. Then. So names of the employees reporting to Blake. Then. Next. So who are reporting to the Blake? Suppose, but I don't want to see the details. I want to know how many employees reporting to Blake. Then I want to know how many employees reporting to Blake. So this is showing.
Count
Then
star.
what you have to select? You have to select count star. So when you say count star, then it will show. It will not show employee details. It will show how many employees reporting to Blake. So there are 5 employees reporting to Blake. Okay, then. So if you want to see the details, select what? Then select this one. X dot ename, Y dot ename. But if you want to see the count, select count star. Then. So, but suppose I'll ask something like this. So display like Blake's manager name. Then display Blake's manager name. So here in this previous question, I'm asking reporting to Blake. Reporting to Blake means here Blake is manager. So then that's why y dot ename equals to Blake. So here y means manager's data, x means employee's data. From X table, we are getting employees data. From Y table, we are getting the manager's data. So X dot means employee, Y dot means manager. Okay. So display Blake's manager name. Then what? So display Blake's manager name means in this query, Blake is employee. So Blake is employee. Then how to write employee name equals to Blake? Then so previous one reporting to Blake means y dot ename equals to Blake, manager name equals to Blake. Now I'm asking Blake's manager name. So in this query, Blake is employee. Then select the record whose employee name equals to Blake. Then how to write? Okay. So that previous one, Blake is manager. So y dot ename is Blake. Here Blake is employee. So employee name equals to Blake. Then here we have only two, X, Y. From X table, we are getting employees data. From Y table, we are getting the manager's data. So X dot means employee, Y dot means manager. So if I ask Blake's manager name is, who is Blake? Blake is employee. So employee name equals to Blake. X dot E name equals to Blake. Then now let's see. X dot E name equals to Blake. So employee name equals to Blake. Then so it go to this one. So this 7902 is matching to this one. This row is joined to this row. Is X dot ename is Blake? So one more condition is there. X dot ename. Is X dot ename is Blake? No. Next one. This record is joined to this record. So is X dot ename is Blake? No. This record is joined to this record. Is X dot ename is Blake? No. So this record is joined to this record. Is X dot ename is Blake? Yes. Condition true. So this is joined to this one. So what are the employee name is Blake, but the manager name is King. Okay, then. So let's execute this query. So here Blake is the employee, King is the manager. The employee name is Blake, King is the manager. Okay, then. Now, then. See, just what we are doing is in these examples. So just what combining employees and managers data. But employees and managers are not belongs to two tables. Employees and managers belongs to the same table. Okay. Employees and managers not belongs to two different tables. Employees and managers belongs to the same table. Then. So suppose I want to find out employees earning more than their managers. I want to find out employees who are earning more than their managers. Then what employees earning more than their managers. Tell me what. So how to find the employees earning more than their managers? Okay. So what is the meaning? Employee salary must be greater than manager salary. Employee salary must be greater than manager salary. Then select. You check anyone is there. So see the table. Select start from EMP. Select number, name, MGR, salary from EMP. You see the table. So you find out anyone is there, anyone earning more than his manager. Okay, then. So you see the Scott, what the Scott salary is 3,000. Scott salary is 3,000. Who is the manager for Scott? 7566. Scott salary. Scott salary is 3,000. Who is the manager for Scott? 7566. What is 7566 is Jones. What is the Jones salary? 2975. Okay. So Scott's salary is what? Scott's salary is 3,000. Scott's salary is 3,000. Who is the manager for Scott is Jones. Jones salary 2975. That means employee earning more than his manager. Employee salary 3,000 is manager salary 2975. So employee earning more than his manager. Like that there is a Ford. Ford salary is 3,000. And who is the Ford manager? 7566 Jones 2975. That means Ford is earning more than his manager. So Ford salary 3,000, his manager salary is 2,975. So Ford is earning more than his manager. I want that employees list. So then tell me how. Huh? How to write a query? How to write the query? How to write the query?
In
Like
where condition, just we have to give
just
X.
so to the same query. So to the same query. So in where condition, what we have to write? So employee salary should be greater than manager salary. How to refer the employee salary?
X dot sal.
X dot sal. X dot sal means employee salary greater than Y dot sal. Y dot sal means manager salary. From X table, X gives employees data, Y gives managers data. So employee salary greater than manager salary. Then you see that. So run this query. There are two employees. There are two employees earning more than his manager. Okay, then. But this is okay. but still the user, uh, okay, you'll be having a doubt whether this report is correct or not. Okay, so that is the reason in the output, show the salaries also. Show the salaries. That means, so show the employee salary and manager salary. So that, so then you will not be having the doubt. Then how to show the employee salary? So if you want to show something, you have to write it in select. In output, if you want to show something, you have to write it in select. So what do you want to select? Employee salary, X dot salary as employee salary. Okay, then employee salary. Next one, Y dot e-name, comma. So Y dot salary as manager salary. Now let's run this query. So Scott's salary is 3,000. And who is the manager for Scott? Jones. Jones salary 2,975. So employee earning more than his manager. That's all. Okay. Then. So just what we are doing is comparing the records of same table, not with the different table. Right. That's all. Okay. Now, suppose I want to see then employees what employees who are more experienced than their managers. Who are more experienced than their managers. More experienced than their managers. What is the meaning? Simply indirectly. Employees who are joined before their manager. Employees who are joined before their manager. So joined before means, okay, then. So more experienced. Joined after then. Or employees who are senior to their manager. Employees who are, okay, like who are senior to their managers. And simply, senior means joined before, junior means joined after. Employees who are senior to their manager. Then, now in this case, what we have to compare? We have to compare what? So if you see the table, so in this, what we have to compare? We have to compare the hire date. We have to compare the hire dates. That. So senior to manager means, so then who joined first? Okay. Senior to manager means who joined first?
Yeah.
Who joined first? Then. Okay, na? Who joined first? Employee. Senior to their managers. So employee is senior. That means employee joined first. Employee joined first means his hire date will be less than the manager hire date or greater than the manager hire date. Okay.
Less
So
than.
less than. So yeah, just that's all. You have to find out the condition. For given query, you have to find out the condition. So employees who are senior. Senior means joined before. Joined before means his hire date will be less than the manager hire date. Then select the employees whose hire date is less than the manager hire date. Then, so what the condition is? Employee hire date, X dot hire date, that is employee hire date, less than manager hire date, Y dot hire date. So this is employee hire date, this is manager hire date. So employee hire date is less than manager hire date means employee joined before his manager. Then, so in the output, show the hire dates, X dot hire date as employee hire. Next, similarly, manager hire date. So y dot hire date as manager hire date. So run the query. Then all these employees are senior to their manager. You see that Alan joined in 21 Feb, and who is the manager for Alan? Blake, but Blake joined in May month. What joined in 21st Feb? Blake joined in 21st May month. So all these employees are joined before their managers. So they're all senior to their manager. That's all. So just what we are doing is comparing the employees and managers data, but employees and managers not belongs to two different tables. They belongs to the same table. Okay, then no. But these two are based on employee table. Let's see, just you see another table. For example, then so teams. There is a table, teams table. ID, next one country. ID is one, IND, ID two, AUS, ID three, ENG. Then so ID country. Then so suppose what I want is I want to display then. So just I want to write a query. So write a query to display the following output. Okay, then I want to display this output. What the output you want? I want this output. Then so IND versus AUS, IND versus ENG, AUS versus ENG. I want this output. Okay, now then I want this output. That means if you see this output, then so easily can find out what is required is self-join is required. Just by seeing this output, you can identify self-join is required. But why? Because see, in this output, IND joined with AUS, IND joined with ENG, AUS is joined with ENG. So IND joined with AUS, IND joined with ENG, AUS is joined with ENG. So what he's doing is joining the records of same table. So what is this is called self-join. Okay. Then next you have to find out the join condition. So see, in joins, you have to follow these steps. What is that is first identify join is required or not. First step, identify join is required or not. Okay, join is required. If join is required, what type of join is required? Equina, outer, non-equina, self-joiner. You have to identify type of the join. And third step, identify the join condition. So first identify the join is required or not. Second one, identify type of the join. Third one, identify the join condition. So if you follow this, then easily can able to write the query. So here what is required is self join is required because he joining this one with this one, joining this one with this one, and joining this record with this record, joining the records of same table. So what is required? Self join is required. Okay, then. So then next you have to identify join condition. So when self-join is required, then what you have to imagine? You have to imagine two tables. So ID country. So same thing. One IND, two AUS, three ENG. ENG. Next one. Teams what? Teams B. Then next ID country. ID is what? One. Next IND. Two AUS. Three ENG. Like that's all. So then so take two tables, then you can able to find the join condition. So select from teams what as A, next inner join teams as B, teams as B on. So what is the join condition to get the required output? So this is the required output. To get the required output, you have to find the join condition. Okay, then. So what is the join condition?
A
So
dot ID
yeah, A dot ID,
equal to B dot ID.
A dot ID equals to B dot ID. So what you are saying is if IDs are equal, then join. So 1 is equal to 1. That means IND join with IND. Next one. Here IND 1. 1 compared with 1 equal join. So IND join with IND. 1 compared with 2 not equal. 1 compared with 3 not equal. Next one, it go to next record. 2. 2 compared with 1, not equal. 2 compared with 2, equal. So this record is joined to this record. So these two rows becomes one row. Then you'll get AUS, AUS. Next one, 2 compared with 3, not equal. Next, it go to next record. 3. 3 compared with 1, not equal. 3 compared with 2, not equal. 3 compared with 3, equal. So this record is joined to this record. Then you'll get ENG, ENG. So if condition is equal, then you'll get the output. But this is not the required output. This is the required output. So what it is joining is, so if it is equal, the country join with same country. Okay, na? But you have to join not with same country. You have to join with other two countries. Then. So let's check if it is not equal to, then A dot ID not equal to. This is the symbol for not equal to. Okay, na? Not equal to. If it is not equal to, then what? You see that. So 1 equal to 1. But our condition is not equal to. Next one. 1 not equal to 2. Yes. Then IND join with AUS. Next one. 1 compared with 3 not equal to. Yes. Condition true. IND join with ENG. Next one. Next go to next record. 2. 2 compared with 1. Yes. Not equal to. Then AUS is join with IND. Next one, 2 compared with 2, equal, but our condition is not equal. So 2 compared with 3, not equal. Yes, AES is joined with ENG. Next one, 2 completed. Next go to 3. 3 compared with 1, not equal. 3 compared with 2, not equal. 3 compared with 3, equal. So ENG joined with, sorry, 3 compared with 1, not equal, joined. So ENG joined with IND. Next one, 3 compared with 2, not equal, join. ENG joined with AUS. Then next, 3 compared with 3, equal, but our condition is not equal. Then, so this is the output if it is not equal. So every country joined with other two countries. So IND joined with AUS ENG, AUS joined with IND ENG, ENG joined with IND AUS. So every country joined with other two countries if it is not equal. Then. Okay, na? So this is not correct. Then that's all. What you have to do is trial and error. Like you have to check equal. So is equal is giving the correct output. Next one not equal to. Next one greater than is giving the correct output. Less than is giving the correct. So you have to find out. You have to test with different operators. Okay. Then let's take what suppose A dot ID greater than B dot ID. A dot ID greater than B dot ID. So 1 greater than 1? No. 1 greater than 2? No. 1 greater than 3? No. Next. 2. Next go to next one. 2. 2 greater than 1? Yes. Condition true. So AES is joined with IND. AES is joined with IND. Next one. Next 2 greater than 2, no. 2 greater than 3, no. Next one. Next, go to next one. 3. 3 greater than 1, yes. So eng join with ind. 3 greater than 2. Next one. 3 compared with 2. 3 greater than 2, yes. So eng join with AES. So this is the output if it is greater than. Is this required output? Is this required output? Then. So what the condition is? Less than. A dot ID less than B dot ID. So then you check 1 less than 1. No. 1 less than 2. Yes. 1 less than 2. Yes. So this is joined to this one. So then IND joined with AES. Next one. 1 compared with 3. 1 less than 3. Yes. So IND joined with ENG. So 1 is completed. Then go to 2. 2 less than 1. No. 2 less than 2. No. 2 less than 3. Yes. So AES is joined with ENG. ENG. Next one. So 2 is completed. Go to 3. 3 less than 1? No. 3 less than 2? No. 3 less than 3? No. So then this is the output you'll get. Is this required output? Yes. Okay. Then understood. Now. So in output, what do you want to show? I want to show the country names. A dot country, B dot country. Okay. Then. So I want to test it. So how to test it? To test it, then to test it, we do one thing. Just create a table. Okay. So if you want to test it, create one table. So create table. The table is teams table. One field is ID, integer. One field is country, varchar. Varchar of suppose say 10, something. Now, so table is created. After creating the table, insert the data. So insert into teams. Okay, na? Then insert into teams values. Then so 1 IND, next 2 AUS, comma 3 ENG. Well, okay, so run this query. Then so 3 rows affected. Now see the table. Select start from teams table. Then now let's run the query. Okay, then so this is the query. So this is the query. Yeah. But here in the output, what do you want to show? I want to show country from A table, country from B table. So then A dot country, comma B dot country. Then B dot country. Okay. Then now let's run this. Then IND AUS, IND ENG, AUS ENG. But I want to show like this. Then how? I want to show like this. India versus AUS, India versus ENG, AUS versus ENG. I want to show like this. Then so like A dot country is IND. A dot country. A dot country should be concatenated with versus. Versus should be concatenated with B dot country. A dot country should be concatenated with versus. And versus should be concatenated with B dot country. What is the symbol for concatenation? Okay. What symbol we use?
Plus.
Plus. So plus versus plus B dot country. So A dot country plus versus. Then you see that. So this is the required output. Then, okay. Yeah, that's but previous one is self joins. All the joins are self joins, but based on equal to condition. This is also self join, but it's not based on equal to condition. It is based on less than condition. Okay, then okay. Then what the next one is? Next one is cross join. Cross join or Cartesian join. Cross join or Cartesian join. So what is cross join returns? Cross join returns cross products. Cross product or Cartesian product of two tables. Cross product or Cartesian product of two tables. What is cross product or Cartesian product? Suppose if you take A is 1, 2, B 3, 4, 3, 4. Okay. A is 1, 2, B is 3, 4. So A cross B, A cross B. So that is 1, 3, next 1, 4, next 2, 3, next 2, 4. A cross B, 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 2, 4. Okay, then. So what is the meaning of this cross product between two sets? A is one set, B is one set. This is the cross product between two sets. That means all the elements of A combined with all the elements of B. All elements of A combined with all the elements of B. Then, so similarly, if you do the cross join between two tables, but you see all the previous joins, but we are not joining all the records of first table with all the records of second table. Yes or no? We are not joining all the records of first table with all the records of second table. How we are joining? So if manager number is equal to employee number, we are joining. If grade is between what? So suppose, for example, if department numbers are equal, then join. So if salary between this range, then join. So we are joining based on some condition. If that condition true, we are joining. But in this cross join, so we join all the records of first table with all the records of second table. Okay, then. So if cross join performed between two tables, then all records of first table joined with all records of second table. Then okay, then. So if you want to join all records of first table with all the records of second table, so join condition is not required. When you want to join with specific row, then join condition is required. But when you want to join the all records of first table with all the records of second table, so join condition is not required. Yes or no? So like when you want to join, suppose you want to join this record with this record, you want to join this record with this record, then that case join condition is required. But when you want to join with all the records, so join condition is not required. That's so join condition is not required for cross join. Yeah. Okay, then. So then, like example, you write a query like this. What is select? Just example, E dot E name, D dot D name. But cross join between EMP and department table is not correct. Just example, EMP as E, then what the keyword we use? Cross join. Department as D on. So then we don't use join condition. We don't give the join condition. For cross join, join condition is not required. So then what happens is all the records of EMP table join with all the records of department. Okay. So all the departments are joined with all the employees. So there is a department accounts. Accounts is joined with all 14 employees. There is a department research. Research is joined with all 14 employees. There is a department sales joined with all 14 employees. There is a department operation joined with all 14 employees. So all departments are joined with all the employees. So, but it will not give the correct output. So it gives that. See this here. See that accounts. You see that accounts. The accounts is joined with all 14. Research is joined with all 14. Sales is joined with all 14. And operations is joined with all 14. Okay, then. So all the then there are 15 employees. So it is showing 15 into 4. EMP table contains 15 rows. Department table contains 4 rows. EMP table 15 rows. Department table 4 rows. 15 into 4, 60. 60 rows. Okay, there. Yeah. But this is not correct. Okay, na? So because Smith cannot work for all 4 departments. Okay. Alan cannot work for all 4 departments. He works for one department. He cannot work for all the 4 departments. So this is giving incorrect output, invalid data. Okay, then. So that's all. This is cross join. Okay, na? Then. Then. Okay. So this is about joins topic. Okay, then. So we'll start another one in the next class. Okay, na?
Yes, Vijay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah, bye.